If you're trying to avoid the Monday scaries going into work, here's my Sunday reset routine as a new post-grad, adjusting and transitioning into building my life from scratch. Going into the week knowing your healthy habits, what you have to do, what you want to do, and having all your meals ready guarantees a great week ahead. Hi, I'm Gamille. I'm a May 2025 grad, and post-grad has been all about building my life back from scratch after moving back home from college. From April to May, I had a marketing internship at a startup, and I made a routine pretty down-packed, so when I do have the opportunity to start my first full-time job, which I'm still on the search for, I'll be ready. Friday nights after work, I like to do my laundry, and then Saturday morning early, I start my meal prep for the week, and I love doing pasta. It's super easy. Since during that time I worked in the city a lot, it's so easy to go out and spend money on a coffee, on a pizza, on Chick-fil-A. You know, by saving money, especially right out of college, if you're paying student debt like I am, or you're just trying to save to move out, you want to save as much money as possible and learn how to budget and learn financial literacy. Future self will thank you. Because frankly, when it's 7:30 and I have to leave my house to catch a train, I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I forgot to pack lunch. So just taking it out of the fridge every day is super helpful, and I'm a person who doesn't mind eating something I love, every day. Like, I really don't mind that. I grew up in a Haitian household, and we pretty much rotate meals every 2 weeks. So what I cooked lasts for 4 days, and during my internship I went in 4 days, and then I worked at home for a full day on Friday. So I was working 40 hours a week for this post-grad internship. Usually I would put my laundry away Friday night, but I was too lazy, so it's Saturday night here and I'm putting my laundry away. To be honest, this is my reality. Most weekends I don't usually go out. Usually always at home every weekend unless I'm working like a freelance content job. But I try to look at it as a perspective of JOMO, joy of missing out, right? Because then I have more time to focus on my hobbies, my self-care, building the future that I want to do that maybe most 20-something-year-olds aren't doing. This is just a very realistic viewpoint of my life right now as a 22-year-old. Now that it's Sunday and I did my meal prep, I did my laundry, it's usually more of a self-care and free day for me. I always love having a good morning to myself before I head off to church.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. And
personal relationship with God outside of, what was taught during my childhood has helped me so much, because in post-grad I definitely realized that things are just out of your control, especially if you come from maybe a low-income family, or you're not as privileged as others with connections that your dad has or your mom's has, and you have to kind of just start everything from zero and build this life by yourself. That's a very anxious feeling and a lot of responsibility, and it feels like you have no control. And having my faith has helped me a lot in staying courageous and resilient, and having belief in myself that if I do it step by step, I could achieve what I want to do. So getting back to one of my healthy habits, cleaning my room every week is such a huge staple for me, because my room is truly my safe space, especially because I spend so much time in there. I like to have it the way I like to have it, and it's just my own environment that I get to control and fill with positivity and just good vibes around me. So when I am working, when I am job searching, when I am focusing on my side hustles, I'm in a very positive, clean environment. Whether you're a student or you're post-grad or you're a mom or you're in your 50s, everyone should have some type of system that benefits them for the week ahead, so their brain isn't all foggy and they're not anxious. It just helps put everything in order mentally, spiritually, physically. You're going to feel so much better, and you're going to be so much clear-headed on the goals and habits that you want to do that week. Speaking of a system, I love to plan my week. So I love to plan my work, any side hustles I have, my habits like going to the gym. I like to plan something fun, even if I'm not in the financial means to take myself out on a solo date like I usually like to. I'll put in a nice hobby, like, okay, I'll learn some new songs on the piano, or I'll play a chess game, or I'll start a new book, something that I could do that's not based on my productivity or my value as a quote-unquote human being. Just really tapping into the essence of who I am versus what I can accomplish. Lastly, I love to focus on self-care. These are some new items that I picked up for my skincare routine. Tonight, I'm doing my hair care routine that I do while I'm in a protective style. This is my hair in medium braids and some cornrows with no extensions. When I'm doing my self-care routine, I really love to focus on that essence of who I am. So sometimes I'll be listening to, a Disney classic like Hannah Montana, connecting to my inner child, or maybe I'll be listening to Barry White because I'm such an old soul and he's like one of my favorite artists of all time. Connect with myself, check in with myself. And because I spend so much time at home with myself, I'm very comfortable with solitude. I grew up sheltered. Ever since I was a teen, at like 14 years old, I was really into self-development and making sure I was the best version of myself, or continue to grow into the best version of myself in all areas of my life, especially mentally, right? That's such a taboo topic in the Black community, but it's so important to me to have self-awareness, to have self-discipline, and to get myself to where I want to be, but also love myself during that journey as well. So this is my Sunday reset system and habits that I like to do during my corporate era. My internship has ended, but I still carry this routine and these habits with me, even though I'm in the middle of my job search again. They help me feel and be my best self during the new week. And in post-grad, whether you have a job, a part-time job, or you're unemployed and you're searching at home, it's important to have routine and structure and goals to go after. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for always supporting me.